They raised a little bit over $4,000. At this time, we would like to begin our senior night ceremony with honor our seniors. First, for the dance team, the senior dancer is Jason Browning. She's an honor of Jay Browning, exposing my previous. While attending Woodland High School, she is participating in dance, softball, choir, and SCCLA. Her future plans are to attend Indiana State University to major in psychology. She also plans to audition for the ISU dance team. Jason Browning. The senior members of the cheerleading squad. Reagan Graber is in honor of Ruth Graber and Sheldon Graber. While attending Washington High School, she participated in cheerleading, Stafford, and club. She will graduate with an academic honors diploma. Her future plans are to attend IUPUI, major in nursing. Reagan Graber. Next cheerleader is Madison Eichelhart. Maddie's daughter-in-law is Michelle Eichelhart. Her high school activities include being in the Indiana Association of Student Council State Representative, Beta Club Secretary, Student Council President, Senior Class Historian, and cheerleader. She's also a member of the Community Foundation Youth Council. She was awarded the Medal of Attitude in cheerleading and will graduate with honors. Her future plans are to attend Indiana State University and study speech language pathology. Madison Eichelhart. Our next senior cheerleader is Taylor Cudillan. Taylor is the daughter of Heather McCord and the late Jason Cudillan. While attending Washington High School, she has participated in Beta, Student Council, softball, volleyball, and cheerleading. She will graduate with an academic honors diploma. The future plans are to attend IUPUI to study nursing. She'd like to specialize in pediatric oncology. Our next senior cheerleader is Kyle Sammy. She's the daughter of Buzz and Stacy Sammy. While attending Washington High School, she's participated in softball, DECA, BPA, Beta, class officer. She's participated in soccer, cheerleading, and student council. She was the top team player of soccer 2015 game. She received the Soccer Hustle Award. She was big game all-conference in soccer, academic all-state, soccer sweetheart rep, and football women's representative. She was part of 3 Region Cup championships in soccer, central championship team, and she was 8 conference championship teams. The future plans are to attend the University of Southern Indiana and study nursing. Shiloh Sammy. And now the senior basketball team members. The first senior, number 42, James Bedwell. James is the son of Harper and Maria Bedwell. His high school activities include freshman class president, DECA, student council, PTA, tennis, basketball, baseball. He's the owner and operator of James Lawn Care. He was part of the 2013 tennis national team, member of the All-Area Tennis Team, All-Area Basketball Team, North-South League Basketball 2016, All-Area Baseball Team. He's basketball captain for 3 years and baseball captain for 3 years. His future plans are to play college baseball and to study becoming an accountant. Bedwell. Our next senior basketball team member, number 4, Connor Brown. Connor is the son of Devin and Michelle Brown. His high school activities include basketball, golf, and DECA. His honors and awards include all-area basketball and golf teams, basketball captain, basketball all-conference golf regional qualifier, North and South All-Star basketball team in 2016, and the IBCA Top 100 in 2015. His future plans are within the University of Southern Indiana, and to acquire his chiropractic prerequisites and later within the chiropractic school. Connor Brown. Our next senior basketball player is Edwards. He is the grandson of Harper and Edwards. While attending Washington High School, he is participating in basketball and track. His future plans are to attend the University of Southern Indiana, major in nursing. Jalen Edwards. Our next senior is number 12, Colton Garland. Colton is the son of Kelly and Stephanie Garland. He's participating in basketball, baseball, soccer, cross-country, BPA, DECA, and WHSA broadcasting. His honors and awards include Big 8 All-Conference basketball, captain, second team, Hoosier basketball, magazine all-state, class basketball, all-star classic, IBCA top point field goal, made and currently number 8 in Hatchet all-time scoring goal. His future plans are to attend Hanover College or Wabash College, where he plans to play basketball and study communication. Colton Garland. And our final basketball team member, number 34, Timber Schulman. Timber is the son of Mark and Steve Schulman. He's participating in cross-country, football, basketball, track, academic bowl, and youth group. His honors and awards include all-area football, cross-country, regional qualifier. He's a member of the two-time all-conference cross-country team. His future plans are to attend Central Christian College, a Bible and study youth and sports administrator. He plans to run cross-country, play basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Schulman. Let's have a big hand for all of our seniors, cheerleaders, and student members, and our senior basketball players. The Hatchet Booster Club would like to award the Hatchet Superfan Award. This year's Hatchet Superfan is Denny Pence. The senior basketball players would like to honor and thank Denny for all of his support and progress and his shows himself during the past several years. The players say he's always been there to encourage the locker room. They thank him. Denny Pence. again, let's have a big hand for our Hatchet Superman, and especially the Hatchet Senior.
Him out of the water, and they showed what they had, and I think that's what they're going to do here tonight.
See, I know they've been playing all season and it's getting down to the final weeks of basketball, but after playing 2 games straight this week, how do you think they're going to, do you think that's going to impact their playing tonight?
No, I actually don't. I think that they're going to come out, dominate, show what they've got, but then again, they could come out and just completely fall apart. It's all up to them, and I think that their seniors are going to be a big part of that, helping out the team, leading them, and really showing what they can do.
There has been so much going on in the Hatchet House this year. They have an amazing record. The Spartans have an amazing record so far, and it's just going to be a battle to the wire. You never know who's going to come out over top. It could be Washington, it could be the Spartans. That's going to be all here live on WHSH.
Yes, it is, and I just want to point out in the sectional draw, they have a number of opponents that they could beat, and that they have beaten. In Jasper, Pike Central, Princeton, Southridge, and Vincent and Lincoln. Washington is really wanting to get Pike Central or Southridge, as they have shown that they can beat them, and beat them dominantly. As the game before last was against Southridge, and they came out. Connor Brown shot the lights out, had 25 points in that game. Colin Garland had 25 points, and Connor Brown chipped in for 17. So, if Connor Brown comes out again here tonight and shoots the lights out like he did last night, this game will be over before it even started. And I think that that's all that they need to do. The seniors need to step up. Jake Bedwell did not score a point last night, which really was surprising, but their perimeter shooters just came out, and Matthew Stevens, Colin Garland, and Connor Brown came out and just dominated. And that's what we'll look for them to do here tonight.
Speaking of Brown and Colton Garland and Connor Brown they're out here shooting three-pointers right now. I don't think I've seen either of those two people miss at all. They are shooting 5 for 5, 6 for 6. They are hitting one after another, and I feel like Washington's going to come out strong, and they're going to stay strong this whole game. Their perimeter game's strong. Now they're doing layups and posting up and stuff, and they're doing tremendous right now.
Speaking of three-pointers, last game, Colton Garland made 5 3-pointers, a total of 9 on the night. No, excuse me, 10 on the night for the Hatchets. That is one of the limited times that they have actually shot 10 3-pointers in a game this season, and I think that that's really is what's going to help them out. In all of the games that they've shot more than 9 3-pointers, they have won. So if they come out and just shoot the lights out, it'll be in their hands. Speaking of last night's game, the first 9 points were 3-pointers. They came from Connor Brown, Matthew Stevens, and Colton Garland, spread around the back three. And I mean, if they come out and they get it, it's going to be a really easy win for them here tonight.
Colton Garland has always been a great three-point shooter, though. If you look at his stats, from 2012 to 2015, he made 146 three-pointers. That's not counting any of this year. And if he made 5 last night, he already has the high school record of shooting 146 three-pointers, and that was last year's record. If you count him now, he's probably up to 160, 170. He's going to break this record again and again and again.
Yes, I do. I am with you there. I mean, he can shoot the lights out, no problem. And I think that that's really what's going to help him out this year, is that he can continuously come out, and he's a reliable three-point shooter. They have that in Connor Brown and Colton Garland. Matthew Stevens is a really good three-point shooter. I've went and watched the practices. Matthew Stevens, if you leave him wide open, he will knock your lights out. He will just shoot all day and make all of the three-pointers, but he's not a real big three-point shooter when it comes to shooting in the game and stuff like that. But if you leave him open, beware that he will knock it down.
So that's all we have for right now. We will be right back after a quick 1-minute commercial break right here on WHSH. That was 3 minutes.
Hey, we don't really care what you think anyway, so. All on the year, and really they are 5-2 in league play. And they have shown that they could beat good teams and really play with the best. And they had an upsetting loss before the last game in Bar Reeve, as they lost 57-48. But it was a good game. Their seniors really stepped up. They showed what they could do, and that's really what that's all you can ask for them, is go out there, give it their all, and just knock down shots and show that they belong out there, is that this is their opportunity and this is their chance to shine.
Looking at the Spartans right now, who do you think is going to be their key player or key players?
I think that they are actually starting three seniors, and really I'm gonna look for their point guard Nathan Jones and the senior to really just step up and take over the game if it gets too hectic or too difficult.
See, I'm going to have to go with a different route on you right here because they have a 6'6 junior as a center. Being 6'6, you're going to be ahead of everybody, be above the game. You have height, you have the ability, and you have the ability to go up to the rim. There's a lot you can do at 6'6.
I don't know if you saw the game last night against Mount Carmel, but they had a 6'8 center, and we dominated him. His name was Nathan McCourt, I think, and he did not stand up and face Jacob Overton. Jacob Overton backed him down. Jacob Overton also had 2 more points than him in the game as Jacob Overton finished with 8 points. He only had 6. So I cannot agree with you 100% on that one, but I think that it will be a good game, and they will show what they can do here tonight. You never know. He could come out and just dominate, but we'll have to wait and see.
That is true. You never know what you're going to get here at the Hatchet House, but him being 6'6 and being above everybody, the tallest person at Washington is 6'2. I feel like he has the upper edge. He just needs to know how to use it, and I feel like he might.
He just might. That is true.
He is 6'6", 230 pounds. He's not a lightweight, tall person. He's heavy, big built. Look at him right now. He looks like he's going to know what he can do with the ball.
Yes, he will. And really, I just want to say this, and it's just, I mean, I don't really know how to say this, but they have a shooting guard in Isaac Stafford, and he averages this year. His averages have been 15.8 points per game. So another senior that could step up, do his job, and he has shown what he can do, and come out and just really show what he could do and dominate. I mean, 15.8 points per game is a lot, but then again, if you look at Colin Garland over the last 3 games, he has averaged 25.4 points per game. So I think it will be up to those two, Ian Stafford and Colin Garland, to determine the outcome of this game. If their leadership and their senior, if they could step up and make this game dominant, that will determine who will win and who will take home the victory here tonight.
Yeah, Isaiah Stafford is a very key player for South Knox. They are going to need him with, you said 15.8 points a game?
Yes.
That is a lot of points a game, I'm not going to lie. I could probably shoot maybe 1 point a game if I got lucky. So there's a reason I'm not out there, there's a reason you're not out there, and these players are tremendous athletes, and they are the ones that need to be out there.
I do agree with you there. And just a great shooter all around, 45% from three-pointers. He shoots 51% from field goal, 75% from free throws. So he's shown what he could do, and I think that's going to help really a lot this game.
Watching these players warm up now, I feel like Washington has their hands full. They are shooting threes, they are shooting layups, they are shooting everywhere across the court. They're not just an inside team, they're not a perimeter team. They have the ball everywhere. They're driving in, popping it down the outside. It looks like it's going to be a drill and kill game. It's going to be last person who has the ball is going to win it. But I may be wrong, but this is how I feel like the game's going to turn out.
I cannot lie. I agree with you there, 100%. It's going to be a good game tonight. You never know if it's going to come down to the wire. You hope it does. You know, you really want those games that are thrilling and really those games that can be, that can be entertaining and just be like heart pounding, come down to the last second, as it did a couple of games ago when Colin Garland, I think, was the last one to shoot the ball, 2-point shot, floater, and sunk it. It was an away game, unfortunately, but it was a good game nonetheless.
See, Washington has his hands made up to him, but Washington's incredible ball handling skills. I have no idea because I have not seen South Knox actually take a dribble this whole time. But With Washington's great ball handling skills, I bet they could probably drive it on the inside. South Knox may not be able to. This just depends how the outcome's going to be, and hopefully they actually dribble the ball.
Yes, and really South Knox is a decent three-point shooting team. They can shoot it from anywhere on the court, and they have the ability to drive it too. Washington, they're more of a drive-kick team, a lot like the Indiana Hoosiers. You know, if you watch IU basketball, they drive it in and kick it out, just looking for wide-open three-point shooters. And that's really what Washington is about. They will continuously drive it on you relentlessly, actually, and they will kick it out to Colton Garland, Connor Brown, Matthew Stevens, Jacob Overton can make series. He's sitting down here just nailing three after three after three. So it's all a matter of I think it's going to be who can make the most threes here tonight. If it turns out that they can make the most threes, I think that's going to really help them out here tonight.
That is very true. The Washington does have a great kick-out game, but if they have to, they can drive it in, and they will post it up on you and make it every single time.
Yes, and they showed that they could do that last night. And Jacob Overton just pounding in the paint. Jacob Overton is only 6'2", 175 pounds. I am 5 inches short
every time, so it doesn't
and
matter.
I mean, he went up against a 6'8", 245-pound center yesterday and just dominated. And this dude can just drive it in on you, back you down.
Yeah, he will be
into the paint. Now, granted, he's not going to play great defense against a person of that size, but it was a team effort on defense when they got the ball inside. Washington, I think that they had at least 3 team blocks where there were at least 2 or more hands on the ball when somebody gets into the paint and decides to go up for a shot. So that swarming defense, jumping on the ball and attacking it, is really what's going to get them to win tonight. If they can play defense like they did last night, they will have this game wrapped. Last night, the help defense is phenomenal. If they feel a man is lacking or if a man is slipped his assignment, they will come over, help him out. Everybody help out. Great team defense, and they play man to man, regain their emphasis and really just help out. And they're really good at forcing turnovers.
You have excellent points on the defensive game on Washington. No, Jacob Overton is not that tall. No, he's not that big. But, you have to be able to get inside the post to be able to post up. If Washington strips the ball, and if you are 6'8", it's not going to be hard to strip the ball because the ball is higher than it should be. But it's not going to be hard for Washington to strip the ball out of there. And you got to get into the post where you have to make it past 4 or 5 players, and that's just not going to happen. Washington has a great, tremendous defense, and I feel like they're going to end up with this victory on it.
I agree with you there, as they have shown time and time again that they can play with very good teams and show what they've got. And if they do that, it's going to be a good game here tonight.
That is very true, and you see the players going back into the locker room on South Knox while Washington's still on the outside, still warming up, doing a tremendous job tonight. They are preparing for tonight's game. They know it's going to be a tough one, so they're going to take all the practice they can. They'll probably go into the locker room within the next 30 seconds, but for right now, they're shooting free throws, just shooting their favorite shots, actually. It's just free shooting, and you can see where the players like to shoot and where their favorite spot is, because they make one after another in that one spot.
Yes. Colton Garland is a good all-around shooter, but he kind of reminds me of Steph Curry. He likes that left pocket. Just anywhere on the left side. Anywhere on the left side, he will take it up there. He can pull up. He's a good pull-up shooter. And I don't know how all of his shots last night, all of his three-point shots came from the left side of the three-point arc. And really, if he gets to that spot, he can have a hand in his face, and he will knock it down over you.
Right now, the ROT is going out to the middle of the floor for the national anthem. So we are on WHSH, and we are taking a 2-minute commercial break right here on WHSH. Thanks.
To honor our country and our flag, we ask you please remain standing until the colors are your floor.
What?
The national anthem this evening will be played by the Washington High School pep band. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats. Salute our flag, our national anthem.
Ready, cut, compound, other right, dismiss.
I'm gonna start to see how it's gonna turn out because I just really want to see how they're gonna do tonight, and really, I just want to see what they can do. Come out, play their game, and show what they can do.
That is very true. They both have tremendous teams. They both have great players, great athletic ability, and so much to prove tonight. Both with tremendous records. Most of them don't want to lose, but it's just gonna come down the wire, and who knows how this game's gonna turn out. South Knox is getting ready to take the floor again. Washington has already taken the floor, while Washington school song is getting played again for the second time tonight. It's a little repetitive, but I guess that's what the school song is for. But now South Knox is on the floor warming up, with Washington already on the floor warming up. They're shooting around again, both teams shooting around. They have 2 minutes and 33 seconds before this game starts.
And I cannot wait. I don't know how many times I've been emphasized that I cannot wait for this game to start and really just see what the outcome is going to be like. Because you never know. It could be a great game. It could be not that good of a game. But really, you just want it to be the best that it could be. If Washington comes out and dominates and wins, that's great for them. If South Knox does, that's great for them. But I just want it to be real competitive, a really good game, and we'll see who the winner is.
I believe that this is going to be, I believe with you that this is going to be a tremendous game, with Washington having a great season, South Knox having a great season, both having something to prove, and this is going to be a great senior night for Washington. Let's hope they end the senior night with the victory. Who knows about that, but all I know is it's going to be a great game.
I agree with you there. It should be a really good game here tonight, and really, Washington should come out, and if Washington comes out like they did last night, it's going to be a really easy win for them, and that's really what we're looking forward to, is Washington come out, just knock down open looks, and just show what they can do. And if they do that, it's going to be really easy.
Well, we are getting ready to do tip-off here at the Hatchet House. We will be right back after a quick 1-minute commercial break to start the tip-off right here on WHSH. You are watching the pregame show, and I'm Joseph Dyer.
I'm Jacob Black.
Right here on WHSH. Coach Jacob Black right here courtside at the Hatchet House, getting ready for the starting lineup. We're going to start off with the visiting team starting lineup. On South Knox High School, you have number 1, Nathan Jones. He's a 5'10 senior. Number 11, Nate Harper. He's a 6'3 senior forward. 20, Isaiah Stafford. He's a 6'1 senior, also a guard. Number 33, Brandon Flicking. Vic Link, he's a 6'1 sophomore, also forward. And lastly, number 34, Sam Downing, 6'6" junior at center. And now it's time for the Washington Hatchet High School roster. You have starting at 1 guard, number 4, Connor Brown. Colton Garland, 6' senior. Matthew Stevens, 6'1", 24, Matthew Stevens. Jake Bedwell, 6'1", senior, number 42. And Jacob Overton, 6'2", sophomore, number 50. That is your starting lineup for tonight's game, the Washington Hatchets versus South Knox Spartans. Looking at those two rosters, who do you think is going to have a better starting outcome of this game?
Starting outcome, I think the Hatchets. I think the Hatchets are going to come out and start like they did last night. Hopefully, that's really what I hope for. But then again, you never know, and it all depends. You know, they come out and they have a great game tonight. That's really what all that you can ask for them is to come out, make senior night special, and really show what they can do.
Looking at the audience right now, you see there have a granny scene. That is actually, it looks like an amazing scene for senior night. We will get covering on that at halftime, but right now we are getting ready for tip-off at the Hatchet House. As you have number 34, Sam Downing, Downing, 6'6", for their center, versus number 15, Jacob Overton. South Knox gets the tip-off as number 20. Isaiah Stafford carries the ball up the court. Stafford passes to Harper. Harper has the ball at the three-point line. Pass to number 33, Glenn Flecking. Flecking back to Harper. Harper back to Flecking. Flecking passes it. Pass the ball as he drives into number 1. Number 1, Nathan Jones. Back into Nathan Jones as he has it at the three-point line. Number 34, Brandon Flecking drives the ball in. Drives it right back out as he's holding the ball at the three-point line. Can't go anywhere as Washington has the ball now. That is out of bounds on Washington. South Knox gets the ball back.
And just a good defensive play, as I reiterated from last night. They came out, great defense, you know. They even helped defense and double team, and that's really what's going to be the outcome this game.
The ball is passed into number 20, Isaiah Stafford. Stafford at the three-point line, passed to number 33, Flecking to number, I can't see that number. What number is that? Number 11. Nate Harper with a three-point basket to start the game off as Washington carries the ball up the court. Carrying the ball up the court, you have number 24, Matthew Stevens. Stevens passed to Brown. Brown has the ball at the three-point line. Fixing up on number 11, Nate Harper, as he passed to Overton. Overton drives in for 2 points. With 2 points, no good. South Knox gets the ball as number 20, Isaiah Stafford, carries it up for the Spartans. Spartans at the three-point line. Pass to number 1. To 34, Sam Downing. Downing for 2 points, a 6'6" junior. 2 points on the night. Washington is actually down right now, 0-5. Spartans are up with a three-point basket and two-point basket as Colton Garland drives in. Then he posts back out to Stevens. Stevens to Overton. Overton for 2 points. The Washington Hatchets are into the game tonight. Spartans are getting pressed right now by the Hatchets. Doing the pressing is Stevens and Stevens and Brown. Brown on number 1. 1 passes the ball across court to number 20. 20 being number Isaiah Stafford. Stafford has the ball at the three-point line. Driving and dribbling around the Hatchets three-point defense as they're playing a 2-3 defense. Stafford pass to number 1. Jones to back to Stafford. Stafford for 2 off the rim, and it is good. Washington is now behind 0-7 as Washington is trying to get something going as they have nothing working right now. The ball is passed to Overton. Overton to Garland. Garland at the three-point line. Garland drives in, and that is pushed on the Spartans. I believe that is number 30. It was called on. No, a number 11 on the Spartans. And what do you think about that foul?
You know, just a regular old blocking foul. Nothing too hard, nothing too serious.
Washington has the ball as they pass it in. Brown has the ball at the three-point line. Brown passes to number 12, Garland. Garland's driving in for two. That is good. Hatchets have another basket, making it 4-7. Hatchets are trying to cut into this lead. The lead is now down to 3 as Brown is up on number 1, Jones. Jones is dribbling the ball up the court. They haven't even passed the half-court line yet as number 20, Stafford has the ball, and Hatchets steal the ball back. That was Colton Garland with the steal as he is at the three-point line. Pass to Overton, Jacob Overton for 3. That is no good.
Great suffocating defense by the Washington that caused a turnover.
That was an out-of-bounds call on South Knox there. Washington retains possession as number 24, Stevens, is passing the ball out from underneath. Overton back to Brown to Garland for 3.
Oh,
with a
legal screen, not.
You never want to see that in high school basketball, legal screens. I feel like that was a tough call in the ref because you're 17, 18 years old. You're not going to set a perfect screen every time, but the Spartans now have possession of the ball as number 1, Jones, carries it up the court. Jones being a senior this year. He is 5'10", carrying the ball up the court as a point guard for the Spartans. Spartans pass to number 34, Downing to Jones. Jones pitched the ball, and it got stolen by the Hatchets. Hatchets carry the ball up the court as Colton Garland carries the ball up the court. He is to the half-court line now.
And that is their second turnover on the night.
And that's Hatchet's second turnover. Oh, nope, Hatchets retain the possession.
Kickball out of bounds.
Kickballs are actually tremendous, I feel like, because that's not your fault the ball went out of bounds, so you get to keep it. Hatchet passing number 4, Brown. Brown at the three-point line. That is not Brown. I was just kidding. Now Brown has the ball. Back to Overton. Overton has the ball at the three-point line. Passing number 42, Bedwell. Bedwell pass to Garland. Garland for 3, and that is a three-point basket, making it 7-7. Washington had a push foul as soon as they passed the ball, and that is on number 24, Stevens.
And
Matthew Stevens, that is.
And Colton Garland has 5 of their first 7 points, and Jacob Overton scored the only other 2 points. I think that Colton Garland's going to come out and have a good night tonight.
Nathan Jones is carrying the ball up the court, passing number 11. That would be number 11, Nate Harper. Harper has the ball, passing number 24, Stafford. Stafford back to Harper. Harper to Jones. Jones has the ball at the three-point line, back to Jones again. Jones passes to Harper. Jones and Harper keep passing the ball as number 20. Stafford takes a 2-point shot, making the score 7-9 as the Hatchets have the ball back.
Great pull-up jumper.
Brown is getting ready to post up at the three-point line, but he decides not to take it as he passes to Overton. Overton to Brown, or Overton to Garland. Garland for 3. That's the second three-point shot, and he makes the second three-point shot, making it 10-9. South Knox has the ball. Nathan Jones is carrying up the court back to Harper. Harper back to Jones. Jones and Harper are passing it back and forth. Now Stafford's getting into the pass play as Stafford drives in for an easy 2 points, and 2 points is no good. Harper again for 2, and that one is good, making it 11-10. Matthew Stevens is carrying the ball up the court as number 42, Bedwell, tries to call himself open, but he passes to Overton instead. Overton has a hard foul. That foul, I believe, is a
charge. And that was a hard call because Jacob Overton was up in the air, and I'm not 100% that his feet were set.
But they say he was set before he jumped, so there's nothing you can do about that. Was a charge by Overton. It's not a foul against Overton. Actually, that is a foul against Overton, I believe. But that was his first of 5, so he's still got plenty more to go in tonight's game. Number 33 on the Spartans, that'd be Brennan flicking for 2 points, making the score 10-13. Now Hatchets retain the ball as he threw it at number 34, Speaks. Hatchets are taking the ball out from underneath the basket. Colton Garland has the ball underneath the basket, passing to number 50, Overton. Overton at the three-point line, back to Garland. Garland at the three-point line. Thinking about taking a 3-point shot, but he takes not. pass to Matthew Stevens. Stevens to Overton. Overton drives in, back to Garland. Garland for a deep three. That's an NBA three right there, but he misses it. Clanks off the front of the rim.
You still don't want to. Oh, that is Jacob Overton's second foul, and it looks like he will head to the bench early. Not a good over-the-back foul. And you really don't want to get off Garland. You do not want to play back on Garland because they will set a screen. He will step back, and he will knock a three down.
It looks like I was right about number 34 taking the best of Overton. Overton already has 2 fouls, so he's trying to get the ball over number 34, being 6'6". It's going to be hard, and he is doing a tremendous job right now. Number 20, Isaiah Stafford with 3, but he misses it. Back to Stafford. Stafford has the ball now. Is at the 3-point line. Stafford pass to number 11, Harper. Harper to number 3, Bobe. Bobe has the ball. Back to Stafford. Back to Bobe. Bobe has a 3-point shot. He takes it, and it is off the front of the rim. Washington's Garland takes the ball to court. Pass to Connor Brown. Brown to Steven. Steven drives in to number 34. 34 back to Garland. Garland drives in for 2 points, and that is good, making the score 12-13. I do not think Washington has. I take that back. Washington has led the game with 1 point tonight, and that's as far as they've led for a total of 30 seconds at the most. And they need to get this game rolling because there's a lot of game left and being at 12-13. Number 20, Stafford has the ball. Pass to number 11, Harper. Harper pass to number 3, Bobe. Bobe has at the half-court line, trying to stall for time, with being 1 minute left in the quarter. Pass to Stafford. Stafford back to Harper. Harper for 3, and that is a 3-point shot, making it 16-12. Hatchet's really going to get something rolling right now in the first quarter. 55 seconds left, being down 4. You don't want to see that as Brown takes a 3-point basket to fire right back, making it 15-16. Number 11, Harper is carrying it back all past to Stafford. Stafford has the ball as he carries it up the court. Stafford to Bobe. Bobe back to Stafford. Stafford finally passing the half-court line. That's a 3-point volleyball line. From the volleyball line, he passes to number 3, Bobe. Bobe, they're waiting for the last second shot of the quarter with 25 seconds left. Harper's just standing there as he passes it back to Harper. Has the ball standing at the volleyball line as he passes it to Bobe. Bobe has the ball still at the volleyball line. They're holding it to the last 10 seconds. There is 10 seconds left, and they're still not doing anything. Stafford can't find anything as he dribbles around, as he tries to post up for 2. The shot is no good. Ball is stolen by the Hatchets as they chuck a half-quarter with no good. We will be right back on WHSH after a quick 1-minute commercial break.
30 seconds commercial break. It's a tremendous game, being 15-16. Hatchets are down by 1, but there's still a lot of ball game left. There's a total of 24 minutes left of this game, and it's going to take all 24 of these minutes for the game to be complete. And it's going to be a great game tonight, and I believe Hatchets are still going to come out over top as the seniors run onto the floor and do their mid-corner presentation. They're gimping on the back because they are all crippled and old, I guess, but it's just a fun time here at the Hatchet House. Yes, it is.
You see the players retaking the floor as the Hatchets are on the floor. Now the Spartans are getting on the floor. They have, I guess Overton's still not going to be back in this quarter yet, but
we will likely not see him for the whole rest of the first half. Lose Hatchet's ball out of bounds.
Overton is a tremendous player, though. I don't know how they're going to do this quarter without him, but I guess they say it takes a whole team to play a game and not just a player. So I guess Washington's proving it right now with that 3-point shot by Garland, first shot of the half, or quarter. So Spartans inbound the ball, carrying it up the court, as Stafford has the ball carrying up the court, and he passes to number 3, Bobe. Bobe back to 33, flecking back to Stafford. Stafford to Bobe at the volleyball line. He is out there being contained by Steven. Bo back to Stafford. Stafford deflecting, back to Bo. Bo at the 3-point line, back to Stafford. Stafford thinks about pump faking the shot, but he does not. Number 11, Harper has the ball. Just Bo to 34. Downing for 2, and he misses it. There's a fight for the ball in the court. I think Hatchets have got the ball back after the fight, and there was a foul called on number 34 on the Spartans. So Washington has the ball back as they are cleaning up the court right before they inbound the ball. Washington's number 24, Matthew Stevens, will be inbounding the ball after, I guess there was sweat marks all over the floor or something, but they're cleaning it up, and now they should do a towel on the 3-point line. Great time here at the Hatchet House as number 24, Matthew Stevens passes the ball to number... Stevens carries the ball up, passes to number 4. Number 4 passes back to number 34, Timber Shelton. Timber Shelton has the ball now as he passes it to Timber Shelton. Jacob Bedwell for 2. Washington is doing a deep press right now as they're having a hard time inbounding the ball. Stafford has the ball at the half-court line. They still have not got it past the half-court line. Stafford is carrying the ball up, can't break the D, pass to Bo. Bo is at the very break of the half-point line as he now passes it. They can't get it around anywhere. Bo got an over and back call because the press is so tight, but they went up for 2, and it is good.
And it was an over-the-back foul. That was a good call because not a lot of people saw that. I mean, he jumped a little too early. Colton Garland jumped a little too early, but I mean, he just soared over him and put his hand on his back, which was really easy to see.
I didn't even see it. I honestly thought that was a clean. I thought he tipped it back in for 2, but apparently not. So Washington has the ball back as they pass to number 24, Stevens, and Stevens got blocked.
But it was a great pump fake. He just followed around on the other side and blocked it.
I don't care. It looked pretty cool.
It did.
Now Garland has the ball underneath the basket. Garland getting the ball by the ref as he's looking for someone to pass it into. He passes it into Brown for 3, and that is good.
Is that a 2 or a 3?
I believe it was a
2.
The ref called it a 2.
Deep 2.
I wouldn't have took it if that was deep. I would have took a step back or something because I don't understand why they didn't count it. It looked like a 3, but I guess his toes on the line. That's number 3, Bobe drives to the 3-point line. Bobe has up the 3-point line, dribbling around to Stafford, but he can't find anybody. The ball goes out of bounds, and Hatchet has the ball back.
Crossed his own ankles up, and that was it as he dribbled it out of bounds.
That is timeout here at the Hatchet House. That is a 30-second timeout, I believe.
Yes, it is.
So we are having a great time watching this timeout as the cheerleaders are getting the crowd pumped up. The fan club is trying to get the crowd pumped up. The Hatchets are having a great time here at the Hatchet House, and the crowd is just going wild. Hatchets finally have the lead, being 22-16. I don't believe that the Spartans have scored out all this half, but if they have, it's been very minimum, or not this half, this quarter. I don't know why I keep saying half, but for the 3 of you listening out there, I'm sorry.
And South Knox has not scored at all this quarter, and I think that they should get the ball back in their next possession and really just get some points on the board, boost their confidence.
The Washington has the ball back now as they get it stolen. Washington steals it right back though as number 24 Matthew Stevens has the ball. Stevens trying to dribble around, in for pass it back out. I really would have took that shot, but he didn't, so he passed it out to Garland. Garland is dribbling at the 3-point line back to Bedwell. Bedwell gets blocked from behind. That is a foul. Bedwell will be taking a 2-point shot. And the first shot, the ref still has the ball.
And the foul was on Brandon Flecking. Bedwell takes his first shot and misses back off the back of the iron.
That was Flecking's first foul, actually, as they're trying to take advantage of it. They're not doing a great job right now. You just got to hit free throws, and he doesn't hit either of them, so that was really pointless. The only thing he did was get him in trouble by his coach. Good job. Congratulations. Isaiah Stafford carries the ball up the court for South Knox. Stafford is at the three-point line trying to drive in. He can't find anything, so he passes it back out to Bode.
They're playing a really tight zone defense, and it's really working for them.
I honestly cannot. It's not zone. I believe this is man.
Timber Shelton stole the ball as Colton Garland drives it up the court, takes it in, and does not get the tough roll to go.
That is a travel by South Knox. South Knox getting the ball. Or Washington the ball as Nathan Jones checks in for the Spartans. Nathan Jones being I believe this is his senior year. Nathan Jones is only 5'10", but he does a lot for the Spartans. As Colton Garland takes the ball out. Garland passes to number 42, Bedwell. Bedwell to Shelton. Shelton has the ball at the three-point line. Or not Shelton, Stevens. Stevens has the ball at the three-point line. Stevens to Brown. Brown has the ball. Back to Garland. Garland getting ready to drive in. He drives right back out because he can't find nothing. Garland to Stevens. Stevens at the three-point line still. Hatchets cannot find a way as the ball gets stolen by Nathan Jones. Nathan Jones driving in for two on the layup. That layup is good.
And one as he would go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
That was a great play by the Spartans here at the Hatchet House. That's Nathan Jones lining up for a free throw. For just coming in off the bench, that was a tremendous play. Honestly, that was a great play even if you were playing in the game for a long time. He made the and one. So that we gave him a three-point play as the Hatchet has the ball back. As the Spartans are cutting into the lead, and you don't want to see that here at the Hatchet House. Colton Garland has the ball at the three-point line, pass to Brown. Brown trying to find something to do with it. Back to Bedwell. Bedwell trying to drive in, can't get anything to do. As he gets a two-point basket somehow after he almost lost the ball. Spartan has the ball, pass to Nathan Jones, and Jones about lost the ball. Ball got stolen by Stevens. Jones passed it to Bo. Bo has the ball still. Bo is driving up the court. Pass to number, I can't see his number, so I'm just going to guess it's number 20. I'm not guessing anymore. That was Isaiah Stafford for 2 points. Colton Garland has the ball now at the three-point line as he drives in for two. Got blocked, got through on the ground. That was a hard block there. I don't know if that was really a hard block or Colton just wanted to make it look like a good block, but he's holding his back as he's getting ready to go up for two. Colton Garland has a terrific season. He has made numerous free throws throughout his career, and I believe that he's not going to have any problem making these.
He makes his first one.
Garland being a tremendous player, this being his senior night, I feel like he has a lot to prove. He's going to come out guns blazing. He has came out guns blazing, made, I believe, 3 three-pointers so far, 2 free throws, and a couple 2-point baskets. He's already got well over 10 points in just this first half. As Spartans has the ball back, as number 20, Stafford goes up, gets blocked, or does not get blocked, but gets fouled by number 42, Bedwell, as he will go up for his 2 free throws because he missed the shot. That was Bedwell's first foul of the night, and I believe the way the game's working out so far, there's going to be lots of fouls. There's probably going to be people ending up in foul trouble before this game is over. As number 20, Stafford goes up for his first free throw and just lays it down, nothing but net. Stafford has had an amazing game so far. He has, I believe he's had numerous 2-point baskets, a 3-point basket, and he missed his second shot, but he has had a tremendous game so far.
Yes, he has.
Connor Brown passes to number 34, Shelton. Shelton back to Garland. Garland for a deep 3 as he clanks it off the back of the rim. And 20 Stafford has the ball as he drives in, no, he does not pass the ball. He has it still in his hands. Pass to Jones. Jones now has the ball at the 3-point line. Jones tries to pass it in, gets the ball stolen. As Garland passes to Brown. Brown misses the ball. And Jones is saying the ball went the one way, and Brown saying the ball went the other way, but the ref says Washington has the ball still. As number 12 is underneath the basket, get ready to pass the ball in. Washington has the ball underneath their own basket. As he passes to number 42, Bedwell. Bedwell has the ball at the 3-point line. Bedwell looking for someone to pass to because he can't shoot a 3-point shot to save his life. Pass to number 4. My bad. Number 34 to number 24, Stevens. Stevens has the ball at the 3-point line. Stevens trying to drive in as he gets a reach. I believe that is a reaching foul. That was a hold on number 1, Nathan Jones on the Spartans, as Washington has the ball back. Colton Garland is passing the ball in from the midpoint line, past the number 24, Steven. Steven has the ball up the volleyball line. Back to Garland. Garland drives in for a short-range 3 and still misses it. He has missed his last 3 three-pointers tonight. As the ball gets past number 34. 34 lays it up and in for 2.
That was a very strong and good take.
That was very strong, and that was a great shot. As Washington just seems to be struggling right now as they pass it back up to Steven. Steven drives in for 2 points. That is good. 28-24. Washington has had a tremendous quarter this far, but for the last couple minutes they've been struggling, and they haven't been holding on to the ball very well. But now the Spartans have been taking advantage of that. As number 11 carries the ball up the court. Pass number 3, Bo to number 20. Stafford for a 3-point shot that clinks off the side of the rim. As Garland carries the ball up the court. Garland trying to get around his defender for 2. 2-point is good. That is an and 1 as Garland does like a penguin slide underneath the basket.
He will go to line to shoot his free throw.
Washington has had a very tremendous game. What do you think about tonight's game so far, Jacob?
I think they've came out, they've shown what they can do, but they haven't really put their foot on the throttle yet. They really need to try to do that, and Garland makes a 3-point play.
Washington has had a very tremendous game so far tonight. They have a lot to prove still, only leading 31-24. Washington about stole the ball as number 20 Stafford has the ball as he chucks it up the court. As
it'll be a timeout on South Knox.
So we will be right back for a quick 30-second commercial break right here on WHSH.
Like to remind you that at that time, we will be honoring the seniors and the ROTC program and the program.
Here, I'm Jacob Black.
And I'm just Start, announcing tonight's game. We are having a great time here at the Hatchet House as they are still in their timeout huddle.
And the Hatchets lead 31-24 here with about a minute 33 seconds left to go in the first half.
This has been a full timeout, so the Spartans must be trying to, pull a pencil out of their pocket or something, because they just can't figure out anything right now.
They are having a hard time indeed, but they should come out in the second half. If the first half ends badly, they should come out in the second half with some fire and really show what they can do, show what they've got, show why they came here, what they can do, and that this, even though they're away from home, they can win this.
They can win this game. It's going to be a very good challenge for them. Connor Brown stole the ball off the inbound, and that is a foul on the shot, I believe, or an over the back. The ref wasn't very specific. That was a foul number 20, Stafford on the play, as Connor Brown takes up for a free throw right now. Brown getting ready for his first free throw. The ball is up and good. The referee has the ball underneath the basket as he passes it back to Brown. Brown getting ready for his second free throw. Brown's second shot is also up and good. That was a very, very good shot. Great free throw. You got to make those free throws. That was very impressive. The Spartans are now carrying the ball to the court as they have a hold on Washington. Now put Washington now into bonus as the Spartans are going up for their free throws tonight.
And Isaiah Stafford is at the free throw line.
Stafford up for his first shot, and the shot is no good. I'm so confused right now. That was a 1-and-1. He missed the ball. And I think the refs are confused. Just kidding. That wasn't even a 1-and-1. That shot was pointless because now there's only 6 fouls. So I don't know what's going on. I'm really confused right now. So even if he wouldn't have made that shot, they wouldn't have counted it as Bobe carries the ball up the court. Bobe has the ball at the volleyball line. Bobe passes to number 24, the beard guy. I believe his name is Derek Osborne. But Osborne misses the ball as Garland now carries the ball up the court. Garland has the ball as he drives in for 2. 2-point basket is good. Garland has been a great game so far his senior year. Garland is an incredible player. I don't know what his plans are in basketball in the future, but I believe if he tried, he could have a great career. Osborne to Jones. Jones passes the ball to Stafford. Stafford's holding for the last second shot one more time. The Spartans probably won't make it because they are really terrible at half-second shots. They have no clutch, no capability as they hold the ball. They're still holding the ball. Bobe has the ball. Pass to number 20, Stafford. Stafford holds the ball. Stafford's holding the ball about to the half-court line.
And it will be a blocking foul on Connor Brown as Isaiah Stafford will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1.
We are having a great game here at the Hatchet House as Stafford is going up for his first shot. Stafford goes up for 1, and that is no good. That'll be number 24, Stevens, is now carrying the ball up the court. He is facing up on Jones. Jones has very loose defense on him with 12 seconds left of the quarter as they pass into Stevens. Stevens got like punched in the face. I don't know what happened there.
That was a hard foul.
It was pretty sweet, not going to lie. He should have been here as number 34, just like dropped the hammer on him. But now Stevens is going up for his free throws. He is back to the 3-point line. The ref is getting ready to pass him the ball. Stevens is now dribbling, getting ready for his free throw shot. His shot is up and good. As the band plays 3 thumps just for fun. The referee now has the ball again. It's saying there is 1 shot left as the players get in position. Stevens is dribbling the ball one more time as he puts the shot up and good again. The Spartans now have the ball underneath the basket with 9 seconds left, so they have to drive up the court as fast as they can. The Spartans are coming out sprinting, driving to the basket for 2 points. At number 20, that shot is no good. 4 seconds left at the foul line.
I think it is a charge, and it will be a charge as the Hatchets will get the last second shot.
Even if that was a charge, would you not get a free throw shot? I don't understand that. Oh, Spartan still the ball back. Popping the 3 right in his eye. Oh, got him. Nothing.
He tried to lean in and get the foul, but he should have just taken the shot while he had the chance. And that is the end of the half. Stick around. We will take a 1-minute break and be back. You are listening to WHSH.
He was too high, and I was perfect.
Okay.
First, Jacob Baxter. Jacob is the son of Kevin and Althea Baxter, located in Highschool. Participated in the rookie academic team. PT team in football, and others include Corporal Jason Dunn, Military Pro Excellence Award, and the American Legion Military Air Award. His future plans are to enter the United States Navy and become a Sea Ball and footsteps of his grandfather, father, and brother, Jacob Baxter. Our next ROTC cadet is William Tolman. He's the son of Mary Flack. While attending Washington High School, he participated in the bifurcated girl team, and parents are working along with many others. This community activities include United Way Day Parade and Operation Team Up Clean Up.
I mean, they scored.
In the United States Navy. William Dillon. Our next event is Hatchet SU. She's the daughter of Nathan SU and Judy Martin. While attending Washington High School, she participated in the JROTC, football, dance choir, softball, and academic teams. She is the JROTC lieutenant supply officer. She's also the academic team captain, section leader, and dance choir, as well as being on the honor roll throughout her high school career. She's provided over 75 hours of community service in the city of Washington. 55 of those.
Had a great career so far. Being senior night, I don't know what is holding them back now, but they shouldn't have anything holding them back. And they should just be willing to take a shot whenever they need to take a shot. And not be afraid to drive in. Judging on the first half, how do you think the second half is going to go, Jacob?
I think that the Hatchets are going to come out and continue on a hot streak, and I think that South Knox is going to try to stop them, but the Hatchets are really going to be too hot. What about you?
I believe that the Hatchets have came out strong. They could be stronger, but with the confidence level as they are now, I have no idea how this game's going to turn out. If they keep playing like they did in the first half, where they're very scared to take the outside shot, the outside shot's going to be the thing that puts them ahead from the Spartans. Spartans can't take an outside shot like Washington can. Washington can take that outside shot like they need to. They will win this game. If they keep getting afraid to, I feel like the Spartans are just going to keep driving in, taking outside shots, and the Spartans are going to end up taking this game.
Yes, and I think that will really help them here is just continuously, playing their game and doing what they know that they can do. They came out tonight in this game and played a zone defense, or 2-3, which was really surprising. Usually, they're man-to-man, and I guess that paid dividends for them in defense as they only held South Knox to 24 points at the end of the first half.
They have had a great game so far. I feel like they could have a better game, but I just want to see Washington dominate this game like they could. They haven't dominated in the way they should, but who knows? They have one more quarter left. I believe at least a 60-point game on Washington's part, if not better. What do you think?
I agree with you. I completely agree with you. I think that they should. And as soon as they come out and just show what they could do, I think that will help them out tremendously. And just come out and just dominate the second half like they have.
Very true, very true. I don't know if Washington has had a hard game or not. I don't know how hard they've been playing this game, but I believe that Washington has had an incredible game so far, and it could be so much better on their part. And I believe that they need to have more control of the ball. If they have more control of the ball, have more drive persistence, they have this game easily. If they don't have more drive position driving, a harder time taking care of the ball, they're just not going to know what to do. And they're just going to throw this game away. Because everyone knows in the last quarter that the team that's down is going to end up fouling, getting into foul trouble. Washington's not going to be able to hit free throws because they haven't been able to hit free throws all night. So I feel like if Washington takes the lead now, takes a good hard lead now, get up by 20 points, they're not going to have nothing to fear. But if they keep playing like they did now, keep losing the ball, being very unpersistent, it's just not going to be a great end of the game for the Washington. What do you think?
I have to agree with you. If Washington doesn't come out with the same fight that they did in the first half, I really think that South Knox will have a chance to come back and come back and actually make this game competitive. But if really that's what you need to look for South Knox to do, is come out with fire and just come out and show what they can do. They are a really good team. They haven't really shown in the first half. They're a much quicker and a faster team, but they just haven't shown that here today.
That is very true. They are a great team. They just need to show it more. But you just never know. As now the dance team is getting ready to do their final dance of the seniors. I'm so sorry. The senior dance team is getting led by their senior as they're doing the last dance of the season, and it's going to be her last dance forever. As they are starting the show now with 5 minutes left in the quarter, so this is going to be a good 2-minute dance. You have the 8 backup dancers compared to their 1 senior dancer, because I don't know, dance club's not very big in Washington. The dancers are now starting to get up, and it looks like they're getting ready to get into it. This is actually a pretty cool looking dance, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what to call it because it's not really dancing, but it's not dancing. What would you call this?
Just dancing.
But like, it's not even really. I don't know what to call this.
Does anybody?
Okay, apparently it's dancing, but it doesn't look like dancing. It just looks like random movements.
Yeah.
Dancing is a very great thing. We are going to be right back after a quick 30-second commercial break.
About 4 minutes away from the start of the second half.
And don't get me wrong, I was not trashing the Washington dance team. They did a great dance. It's new to my eyes, so I just didn't know what to call it.
Is there anything that isn't new to your eyes?
No. But they have had that was a great performance, a great last senior dance, and probably a night to remember for all those dancers.
And we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second quarter. And it has just been a good game here tonight. A good game overall for both teams, but not a great game for South Knox. Washington has played to the full extent they can play, as they have a 13-point lead, and they are just having a good game here tonight. And it has just been phenomenal for them to come out on senior night and show what they can do.
As the players retake the court and start warming up again, Spartans feel like they're taking it better. They are ready for the second half as well as Washington does. Washington out there shooting around, Spartans shooting around. They're both ready for this half as they're both warming up. As you can hear, "We Will Rock You."
And I'm really ready to see what the second half holds. If they can come back, and the score really ultimately doesn't matter. Okay, I've seen great comebacks. Have you ever heard of Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 30 seconds? Okay.
I'm not talking about the score. I'm talking about there's only 1 minute and 35 seconds left in halftime, so we should take a break, but we're not going to, just because we're cool like that, and we are having a great time here at the Hatchet House.
Of course we are. Nothing more fun than sitting here with Jesse Dyer on the time that I could be at home, just chilling in my bed.
Yeah, see, I feel like you are blessed right now to be out here jamming at the Hatchet House, but We Will Rock You, watching the great game of South Knox versus Washington Hatchet Senior Night.
Oh God, it is.
We are having a great time with 1 minute left in the halftime. as the boys are starting to go to their coach. Just kidding, they're still shooting around, but they're now heading to their coach as the ref is calling for the game ball, bouncing it a couple times because he is passing it to the other ref just to test it. The other ref testing it again. That ball is a great ball. What do you think of that ball?
You're asking me to judge a basketball
Yes, I was asking you to judge basketball, but we'll be right back after a 30-second commercial break.
here on WHSA.
That was a great game of the Hatchets. We have the Washington Hatchets playing the South Knox Spartans as halftime is officially over and the Spartans are taking the ball out at the half-court line. Number 11, Nate Harper has the ball, shaking the ref's hand, giving him a nice firm handshake as Harper takes the ball at the half-court line. Ref tweeting his little whistle. Harper passes it to number Stafford, number 20 Stafford. Stafford carries the ball. He is now at the half-court line. Pass number 34. 34 Downing back to Harper. Harper to number 20. 20 has the ball at the elbow. Pass to number 1, Nate Jones. Nate Jones drives in and gets nothing out of it. Colton Garland is now carrying the ball up for the Hatchets after the Hatchets get the rebound on that possession. Garland drives in for 2. Planks it off the bottom of the rim, not even the top, the bottom, but it's okay. But because they have that great lead, as in the Spartans are now shooting the ball. Spartans are up, no good. There is a foul on the floor. I believe that was a blocking foul on number 33 of the Spartans. Number 33 being Daniel Fickling. Daniel Fickling has the blocking foul as the Hatchets now carry the ball to the court. Number 24, Stevens has the ball. Stevens passes to number 4, Brown. Brown has the ball at the outside of the three-point line. Garland back to Stevens. Stevens has the ball at the three-point line. Still they can't get it inside yet as Overton shoots a deep 2-point shot, and that is good. It is 39-24 Hatchets lead as Nate Jones carries the ball up the court. Jones has had a great game so far, as long as a lot of the Spartans. Jones passes to, can't think of their name, Isaiah Stafford. Stafford has the ball now. Stafford to Jones. Jones for a deep 3. Jones clanks off the back of the rim. That is no good as Washington gets the ball back. Matthew Stevens carries the ball up for the Hatchets as Stevens drives in for 2 with a layup. No good. Spartans have the ball as Stafford carries the ball up the court. Stafford stops at the three-point line as he gets matched up with Garland. Spins around Garland, gets the ball blocked by Bedwell, and they retain possession. All right, I guess I'm going to keep talking as number 11, Nate Harper, is taking the ball out underneath the basket. Harper passes the ball to number 34, Downing passes the ball to Jones. Jones has the ball on the three-point line. Jones passes to Stafford. Stafford has the ball. They cannot get the ball inside. So Harper is carrying along back to Jones. Jones driving in for 2. Jones decided he can't take that shot, so he passes back to Stafford. Stafford on the outside of the three-point line, backing the ball up. They can't find nothing. They're trying to reset this offense up because they just can't seem to find anything right now.
Great defense by the Hatchet, and really South Knox is not getting any open looks. They're just crowding the ball and just making sure that nothing, that they can't get any points out of this.
Downing for 2, and that is no good. Number 24, Matthew Stevens carries the ball up, pass to Brown. Brown passes it to Garland, I think, and that was back court because they decided to launch the ball across the court. And now South Knox has the ball. South Knox getting the ball at exactly half-court line from the over and back call. As number 20, Stafford carries the ball up the court. Stafford is now past the half-court line. Pass to number 11, Harper. Harper has the ball at the free throw line. Backing it in his opponent. Passes back out to number 33. Tickling. Pass to number 24, Stafford. Stafford drives in for two. The shot is no. That shot bounced around for a little while and it was no good. Spartans gets the ball back with a hold foul. As Spartan gets the ball underneath the basket.
They came out tonight and tried and tried for South Knox, but it's been hard for them to get any open looks and get any points.
I don't understand how you get a foul under a half second of the ball being in play, but Washington now has the ball back. I think that might have been a 5-second foul, 5-second call. Washington has the ball as Stevens carries the ball up the court. Stevens now passing the half-court line as the Spartans coach is yelling at his players. Connor Brown has the ball at the three-point line. Pass to Overton. Overton about lost the ball. Pass back to Garland. Garland with the deep NBA three. Nothing. Washington has the ball back as Garland's calling for the ball again. Garland passes to Stevens. Stevens drives into the basket for 2 points. That is good.
Great drive from Matthew Stevens.
Nate Harper is trying to pass the ball in. Pass to number 20, Stafford. Stafford's carrying the ball up the court. Stafford about to trip and fell as he drives in for two. I believe that was a charge foul. Nope, that was a blocking foul by number 12, Colton Garland on the half. That is Colton's first foul of the night. That's the second team Washington foul of this half as number 20, Isaiah Stafford, is going up for free throws. The referee is wiping up sweat off the floor from that hard foul as Bedwell is holding the ball for the referee like a good boy, and he's handing the ball to the referee. After the referee will clean up the floor, the referee throws the towel in. Bedwell gives him the ball, and there's time for 2 free throws. The referee holds the ball underneath the basket, passes to Stafford. Stafford dribbling for his first 2 of the shot. Stafford up. The shot is good. That is good for 1 point, making it 25-41 Hatchets lead. Stafford going up for a second shot. Stafford goes up. Shot is good again. 26-41. As Spartans about to steal the ball back on inbound. Spartans would have probably got the ball back if they would have continued to play, but they decided not to, and Stevens is now carrying the ball up the court. Stevens to Overton. Overton to Garner. Garner has the ball. Back to Brown. Brown to Overton. Overton punt fakes. Lost the ball. Pass to Bedwell. Bedwell to Stevens. Stevens carrying the ball around, trying to go in for an easy 2-point layup. Layup no good. So now Overton tries to go for a layup as he gets rejected, and South Knox has the ball. Both Washington and South Knox have had terrific games tonight. The score is making it 41-26. But so far it's been a tremendous game as Nathan Jones starts to drive into the basket. Jones pass number 4, Betting, as it gets stolen by number 42, Bedwell. Bedwell tries to go in for 2. As he steps out of bounds around the half-court line, the referee is telling him exactly where he went out of bounds.
And the crowd is not happy with that call.
The fan section is saying, we're right here, we can see it. But the referee was right there too, and he obviously saw it, so that's why they're calling the foul. South Knox has the ball. Stafford carries the ball past the half-court line, getting guarded by Garland. Pass to Harper, guarded by Brown. Brown steps back off him as he passes to Betting. Betting gets the ball stolen by Garland. Not Betting, Downing. I've been saying his name wrong half the time, but it's Downing. I don't know where I got that. It's so low. Can't figure it out.
And it is Jake Overton passing in the court, and Garland from out of bounds.
Garland carries the ball up the court. Garland still not to the half-court line. Now he's passing the half-court line. As Garland passes to Brown. Brown to Overton. Overton back to Garland. Garland driving in for 2 points. The shot is no good as he's got a finger touch. He went up again, got it touched again, nothing. Back to Overton. Overton for 3. Planks off the rim. Washington is just getting everything right now as they get a, I believe,
over in the back foul.
Over the back foul. That's correct. The foul, over the back foul was from Colton Garland. That was the second of the half, team's second of the half, and actually his second overall. He's got both of them in the third quarter. Colton Garland has just been struggling this quarter, but the Washington Hatchets are still coming out strong as Nathan Jones goes up for two, misses it, and is put back up by number 20, Spalding. I'm messing up names left and right. I'm sorry, Stafford. As Fleetwood has the ball now. Billy Fleetwood has the ball for the Hatchets. Pass number 50, Overton drives in. Pass to Bedwell. Back to Fleetwood. Pass to Brown. Brown drives in for two. Shot is no good. As Brown will go up to the line for two free throws. Brown has had a terrific game tonight. Must have all the other Hatchet players. As Brown goes up for his first free throw, and he makes that one. That shot is good.
All the starters have scored in this game tonight.
Not just starters, a lot of the second. Washington got the rebound because they missed that free throw. As Overton put it back up to get a 3-point play. South Knox now has the ball as number 20. Stafford passes number 23. Number 23 gets stuffed by Overton. But I believe they called a foul before that pass even attempted. It was a foul on number 50 with the body. Blocking foul on Overton. That was Overton's third foul tonight. The first of this quarter. As Washington now has possession of the ball. Garland carrying the ball up the court. Garland pass to Overton. Overton to Brown. Brown has at the 3-point line. As he passes in to Bedwell. Bedwell trying to drive in, finding something, but he can't. So he passes to Brown again. Brown with I believe it was a travel. Nope, that was a foul. Blocking foul number 33. Foul on number 1, my bad. A blocking foul on number 1 on South Knox. So they pass it back out because they have possession. Pass to Jacob Overton. He tries to drive it in for two, but can't find anything. So he passed out to Garland. Garland at the 3-point line. Garland passing to Brown. Fleetwood at the 3-point line. Back to Garland. Garland still has the ball around the volleyball line. Now he passes to Brown. Brown tries to drive in. Still can't find anything. The South Knox defense is very tight right now as Billy Fleetwood tries to pump fake and can't find anything. As Garland drives in for two. Misses it. Got fouled hard, and he will be going up to the line.
And just a great drive, hard foul, but a great drive, and that's all you want to see. Good effort, really keep trying.
Jacob Connor Brown has had, he shoots tremendous free throws. Has actually just an excellent shot altogether. The first shot is up, and it's good. South Knox has a substitution. Sam Downing comes in for number 33. Brings Fickling. As Fickling has his fourth foul, so here comes Downing off the bench. Garland makes a second shot. As the Spartans pass the ball into number 20. Number 20 on the Spartans, Stafford. Stafford has the ball as he passes to Bogue. Bogue's now carrying the ball up the court. Pass to Downing. Downing to Stafford again. Stafford driving in for 2-point. Pass back out to Jones. Jones drives in for two. Jones' shot is no good as it hits the outside of the rim. Connor Brown is now carrying the ball up to the Hatchets. Hatchets have the ball, leading 46-28 with 45 seconds left in the quarter.
I think that they've been trying to hold for the last shot, what they usually do when it gets underneath a minute. Connor Brown has the ball now.
I believe that you are correct there, Jacob. They are holding the ball. I don't know how this came to be about in high school basketball. It wasn't like this a couple years ago, but now I believe every time it gets sometimes even below like 5 minutes. But they just hold the ball until it just about 10 seconds left. And I don't know. You could probably score about 3 or 4 times in that minute, but they just decide to hold it as 10 seconds is now hitting the clock. They're trying to find the play with 8 seconds left, 7 seconds. As pass out to Overton. Overton for 3. As it clinks off the rim, doesn't get anything out of it. Bo tries to take a shot, a full court shot, but couldn't even get it off. We are now getting ready for the fourth quarter after we take a quick 30-second commercial break right here on WHSH. The Hatchet House as we are getting ready for the fourth quarter tonight. And the Hatchets are leading tonight's game 46-28. But the Spartans still have not lost hope. There is still 8 minutes left of this game. I must say there's not much time remaining, but there's still a lot of time remaining in tonight's game. Still a tremendous ball game. It's still going to be down to the last wire, I believe, as there's time for the game to start. What do you think this last quarter is going to be like?
I think that it's going to be an exciting last quarter. I'm not 100% sure what the outcome will be, but I think that the Hatchets will take the win tonight, as they already have an 18-point lead.
They do have a tremendous lead, and it is not, I don't believe it's, you're right, it is an 18-point lead and a tremendous lead. A lot to do with that lead. As number 24, Matthew Stevens clears the ball off the court. As Overton now has the ball past to number 14, Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Garland. Garland to Stevens. Stevens has the ball at the three-point line as he drives in, tries to get something, but he could not, so he passes back to Fleetwood. Fleetwood to Overton. Overton back to Garland. Garlandton at the volleyball line, just standing there. Garlandton driving in, pass to Overton. Overton to Fleetwood. Fleetwood trying to drive something in. Take a step back, pass to Bedwell. Bedwell at the elbow. He just can't find anything, so he passes to Steven. Steven drives in for 2. 2 points is good. That brings the Hatchets lead up to 20-point game right now, as the Spartans are carrying the ball up the court. As Bob has the ball, pass back to number 11, Nate Harper. Harper has the ball now. Harper's trying to find something, but he can't find anything as Stevens has a tight defense. Can't even get past the volleyball line. He's just now got past the volleyball line. Past the Bogue. Bogue is still up. Hatchet, for having a 20-point lead right now, they are having a very tight defense. That's number 34, down and shot ball for 2. Missed it. Washington now has possession. As Colton Garland takes a three-point basket, wide open three-point shot, missed it, clanks it off the inside of the rim. It was not a very good shot. It was actually a tremendous shot, not a good outcome, as they stole the ball, and Jacob Overton just got another charge foul, I believe.
That is his 3rd foul, and that was not a good call at all, because his feet were not set, and that's a tough call.
Not a good call, not a good foul. That makes his foul number 4 of the night. It was just not a great call overall. Overton has had a tremendous game. The refs are trying to put him out, which, I mean, there's nothing you can do. It's your job to do it. All these players have, Overton steals the ball back, saying that he is still going to finish his game out strong. Overton saying that these 4 fouls are not going to stop me as he drives the ball up in for 2. Hatchets now have a commanding 50-28 lead as the Spartans carry the ball up the half-court line. They are at the half-court line now as Stafford has the ball past number 11, Harper. Harper shoots the ball for 3. The three-point shot is good, making it a 19-point lead, Hatchets. As the Spartans are casually cutting away from a 20-point lead, now down to 19. Hatchets pass the ball to number 42, Bedwell. Bedwell got the ball kicked off of a Spartan player. Hatchets retain possession. And what do you think they're going to do with that?
I don't know. I think that they're going to see what they can do as Colton Garland comes out of the game and Connor Brown comes back in.
I believe with a 50-31 lead, once it gets past the 4-minute mark, I'd start letting my JV play because you don't want to get your seniors hurt, your starters hurt. before their game in sectional. I know this is senior night, you want to get your seniors playing, but I also believe that it's senior night and you still have sectionals to look forward to and you don't want to get your seniors hurt. It is
Very unselfish pass by Billy Fleetwood. As he passed to Connor Brown, he drove in and made the 2 points play.
It is now 52-31. Hatchets lead as Spartans have the ball at the 3-point line. Driving in number 3. Number 3 would be Gannon Bowe. Bowe for 2 points. Hatchets now have the ball back as Matthew Stevens has the ball at the 3-point line. Stevens posting up on Bowe. Bowe tells him no as he passes to Overton. Overton has the ball on the outside 3-point line. Back to Bedwell. Back to Overton. Overton for 2. 2-point shot is good, making it 54-33 Hatchets.
Great pass and a great look.
That was a great pass. They passed it and we saw him cut in. Backdoored him. Tremendous pass, tremendous shot. That's number 24 on the Spartan shot, a 3-point shot. Derek Osborne for no good. Hatchets have the ball as they carried in, drive in, 50 Overton. Overton got the ball stolen as he got pushed out of the way by number 20, Stafford. Stafford drives in for 2, the 2-point shot.
He is not getting lucky rolls in this game at all. He has had some good shots that have bounced up high and no lucky rolls for him.
That is very true. That ball went around the rim at least 3 times. Thought it was going to go in multiple times, just wasn't working for him. As the Hatchets now have the ball outside the 3-point line as they drive in. Number 24, Stevens with the 2-point shot, and that shot is good. There is now 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Hatchets having a commanding 21-point lead. Spartans can't hold on to the ball right now as they keep tipping it off each other's hands. It's not looking good right now for the Spartans as the Spartans try to drive in, telling them that there is a chance.
And another just miss by
Stafford,
and it's just right off the rim. I mean, wide open looks just missing.
The Spartans are trying to tell them, yes, this is their game, but the Nebraska is just telling them, no, it's not, as the Hatchets now have the commanding lead.
Matthew Stevens at the free throw line, shooting. Makes his first. Colton Garland subs in for Jacob Bedwell.
I think now it's going to be their time to either get all the seniors in or get all the JV players in, as they're putting in Colton Garland, who's, I believe, a senior. They have Billy Fleetwood, who's a sophomore, so I really don't know what the Hatchets are doing right now. They might wait a little bit longer, but if I were them, I would get it as the ball clanks off the rim. Hatchets have the ball, and Steven drives it for 2 points, making that good. Hatchets are now driving the ball up. Hatchets are driving the ball up past the half-court line, past number 24. 24 passes the ball to Bowe. Bowe has the ball at the volleyball line, past to Harper. Harper starting to drive in. I would have called that a carry, but I'm no referee, so I can't say anything as he passes the ball to Jones. Jones passes the ball to Bowe. Bowe back to Jones. Jones for a wide-open 3-point shot, and the shot is no good. Garner now has the ball as he carries it up the court. Garner passes to Brown. Brown to Fleetwood. Fleetwood for a 3-point shot of his own, and that one's no good as well. But you know what? Jacob Overton told him, I don't care if that's a 3-point shot. I'm taking this one as a 2-point shot and made that one good, making it 61-35. Spartans have the ball now with they're down 26 points as Nathan Jones tries driving in, passes the ball out to down and passes the ball to Bowe. Bowe has the ball at the free throw line. Takes a step back, wide open 2. Ball shot was no good, rebounded by Billy Fleetwood. Matthew Stevens now drives the ball up the court, passing number 4, Connor Brown. Connor Brown for a wide open 3. It looked like it was going in, but it did not, as Jones now has the ball for the Spartans, carrying it back to the court. Number 24, Matthew Stevens had a reach in on number 1, Jones. So Spartans have the retain possession as all the seniors now are coming in. To the Hatchet.
Jalen Edwards enters the game, and
The Hatchets are now playing all seniors besides Jacob Overton. Overton is the only one that's out, as Timber Shelton is now standing on the ready to go in line. But besides Overton, they have all seniors, and they are calling a timeout now. Hatchets call a timeout to put Shelton in to make sure the last minute and a half is all seniors, and we will be right back after a quick 30-second commercial break on WHSH.
Hatchet House here as the Washington Hatchets have the ball now, and it is Jalen Edwards with the ball passes to Timber Shelton. Timber Shelton has the ball now, and he is looking, passes it to Colton Garland. Colton Garland has it now. Passes it in, and Jalen Edwards out to Connor Brown. Connor Brown out to Colton Garland. Colton Garland out to Jalen Edwards, and he has the ball stripped when he goes up for the shot. And it is
That's a different
Zachary
play.
Welger with the shot now. Jacob Bedwell has the ball tipped, and it will be Jalen Edwards. They're trying to get the ball to him so he can shoot. Bedwell, Jalen Edwards has an open shot now. He shoots it, misses it, and they are wanting him to shoot it and make it. It is Nick Johnson with the ball now. He is driving, and crazy shot, not good.
They're trying to get the ball to Edwards right now, as Edwards does not see the ball or see the court very often. They're trying to pass him the ball as much as they can. Edwards, this is his last year, probably last chance of, well, one of his last chances of being a Hatchet.
As last game at this home arena, as the Hatchets will take this win. Final score 61-37. Hatchets win. Stick around as we will take a 30-second break, and we will have your post-game show coming up next here on WHSH.